Hey there, so having the day off today, I was able to go to the mall with my daughter. I ended up going into, went to a few different stores. I had tea at Tim Hortons because I love my Tim Hortons tea. My daughter had the turkey bacon. You guys don't care about that, do you guys? But anyway, we went through the mall and the Avalon Mall here in St. John's and ended up down at HMV. And I didn't plan to pick anything up because it's coming close to my trips. So I'm trying to weed off on getting anything at all, but I figured I'd sacrifice my tea money for the rest of the weekend, part next week actually, to just pick up well, one thing really, but it ended up being two things because it was in the 2 for 20 section. So I got a Digibook to show you guys, a fantastic looking Digibook, and a one that I've been wanting for a very long time in this format. So I'll be right back and we'll look at those. Hey there, so just two things to show today, but two actually really cool things. They were 2 for 20, and had to had to grab them up. So first off, I grabbed the finally, because I was looking for this all over and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I couldn't believe it was actually in the 2 for 20 section, and that is Jaws 3. I've been looking for this one for a while, and they did have Jaws 2 there as well. I didn't notice it until after I'd gone through the checkout, but I decided for now Jaws 3 was one that I wanted to grab, and obviously I was one of the people that grew up during the 80s 3D boom, when basically you had movies like Jaws 3 and Friday the 13th 3 and Amityville 3, and all these were in 3D, and actually was really good 3D. See, there's a lot of people that prefer the way that the 3D is done nowadays, where it's like it goes back, it's almost like picture-like, and it's like a pop-up book, kind of different layers, and it says it immerses you more. But I am not in that school at all. I like the out-in-your-face, seems more gimmicky 3D. To me, that's what 3D should be. I don't want it to be drawn in. It's 3D. It's like three-dimensional. It's out there. I don't want it to look like a picture book. I don't want it to look like a painting. I want it to come out. I want to see Jason's machete coming out of the screen. I want to see the shark, coming out of the screen at me. For me, that's what 3D is. I don't enjoy the other type of 3D at all, and actually I find it kind of boring. But this type of 3D, this I like. So hopefully that it's a good 3D transfer. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm actually not going to watch this till the weekend. I got a long weekend, of course. Labor Day is this weekend, so didn't want to watch this tonight, but I said, this will be a good one for the weekend, a weekend watch for us. We did watch the Sci-Fi Buys last night, and we enjoyed it. Well, I went to sleep about 3/4 of the way through because I was exhausted. But I really enjoyed what I got to see of it, and it kind of made me think back on my youth watching a lot of these films. And I know for her, it did bring her back to to youth, right? She's silent over there. She's rarely silent over there in these videos. But also, I had In the Mouth of Madness up in my hands. I didn't pick it up. That one is there all the time, and it's pretty easy to come by. So I didn't grab that one, but I did grab this one because I thought In the Mouth of Madness, I do want to get it down the road, but isn't it an inexpensive one? I am going to England next month. Maybe there's a better edition over there that's more than just commentary on it. Or maybe, Scream Factory, one of the other companies, will be putting that out better down the road. However, when I saw this movie here, this did look like the ultimate edition of the film. And if I'm going to get this film, I do want to have the ultimate edition. I would like to get the other ones in this collection. There's a series of digibooks. I know I saw at least 2 there in this style. And I got Frank Capra's Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, which is one of my favorite Frank Capra films. My favorite, of course, being, it's the Christmas one. It's a Wonderful Life. I do love that movie, and I'd watch it many, many times as a kid. They had Mr. Deeds too, but I grabbed this one. And basically, the reason I grabbed it, look at all these features. Although, just aside from being one of my favorite Capra films, it's got commentary from Frank Capra Jr. We got Frank Capra's American Dream, a feature-length documentary hosted by Ron Howard, theatrical trailer, a rare international trailer, Frank Capra Remembers, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Conversations with Frank Capra Jr. Conversations with Frank Capra Jr. The Golden Years, Conversations with Frank Capra Jr. Family History, Frank Capra collaboration, the Frank Capra I knew. I'm actually noticing as I'm saying this that my Newfoundland accent is like coming through a lot, and I can actually hear it in my voice. I don't very often, but sometimes I'll say certain words, and I'm like, there's a very Newfie aspect to that. I was actually talking with my daughter about that today. We were talking about like we don't, so we do have an accent, and we don't realize it. It's not as thick as some of the people in my area, but there was a time when that was like when I was a kid, I was like, oh my god, I don't want to have a Newfoundland accent, and she's like much better with that than I was her age, because she's, you know what, Dad, I'm actually proud of my accent, which is really cool. So cool, it's got a digital code there, which wasn't UV, but still, I hate ultraviolet, but nonetheless. So I will open up this one here. I'm going to leave that one unopened until the weekend, actually. So Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. There's the case, and we'll see the other side of it. So it is a Digibook. The DVD. Oh, sorry, I'm used to that stuff. The Blu-ray's in the back, and it does look to be like a. Let's look at the book here. Oh, it's actually got some good writing in there. So a lot of times pick these up, and they'll be like just pictures or kind of promotional stills. But this one here actually looks to have some really good writing. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington by Jimmy Arnold. So, Democracy's Finest Show. This is an incredible film, and considering the horrible state of of politics over, unfortunately, the United States right now. So my U.S. friends have been telling me, and I do watch the news. Basically, they could watch this. Like, the politicians could really watch this. But I like to keep my channel political free and stuff like that. So show a kind of a before and after the restoration there as well, guys. Not sure if you can see that very well there, but it's amazing, actually. I'm really glad I got this one. I was going to get the other one because it was a horror film, and because it fit into my John Carpenter collection, which I do want to complete down the road. I got to get Method Madness. I think I've got to get the Ward. I'm not sure if that one's on Blu-ray or not. Well, I'll just get the DVD. And definitely, and down the road, I guess I'm going to have to get Ghosts of Mars too. Not a Ghosts of Mars fan. Not at all, actually. Maybe if I watch it again, it'll be like different. But when I didn't like it. So there we go. I got Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I really do enjoy this movie. My cousin Raj was over last week, and we're watching the Thou Shall Not Sin, Thou Shall Not Sex. Basically, the pre-code documentary that was on the Forbidden Hollywood set, Volume 2. Really good sets, by the way. Forbidden Hollywood, I do recommend them. And he was supposed to come and watch the gangster one with me, actually, this week, but he had to go down the coast, unfortunately. But when he comes back, we'll watch it together. It'll be a cool. And he likes a lot of these older stuff. Like, I know that this year, probably for Christmas, It Happened One Night is one of his favorite movies, so I'm going to be grabbing him that one, among other things, because we always go out. We always go overboard. We get each other things for Christmas. It's kind of like our one-upmanship thing we always do. But this one here, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Really looking forward to this. I'll probably watch this with him as well, so along the road, if he doesn't already have it too. And I do want to check out Frank Capra's American Dream. I might actually watch that tonight. Actually kind of looking forward to this. Frank Capra is one of those directors who he had a very kind of like, a very, very like, what people would call cheesy nowadays, like thoughts on like, ideology in America, and not just America, but as the way that like society, kind of should be. And for some people that may come off as cheesy, but if you guys know me and my mindset on things, that's pretty much like the way that I see things anyway. I've got a very Frank Capra-esque glasses on most of the time, and some of my more cynical friends actually kind of make fun of that sometimes. They say it's Canadian in me, and maybe it is, but I'm actually proud of that. But this is a really, really good movie. Uh, if you haven't seen Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, it's amazing. There's a fantastic monologue from Jimmy Stewart at the end of this film. James Stewart, Jean Arthur did incredible jobs in this. This, of course, is the 75th anniversary edition. This is a Digibook. It's only 2 for $20. If you got an HMV close to you, the Frank Capra Digibooks right now are going for 2 for $20. I do recommend you pick them up. They're not going to be, definitely not going to be this price forever. And Digibooks, like many others, they seem like they'll be there for a bit and then they're gone and they're in print. Also, before they end up raising the price on it, because sooner or later they're going to. Jaws 3 with the 3D edition. So if you got a 3D TV, I do recommend picking this up. I'm very excited about checking this out the weekend. Jaws 3, I have my 3D TV, my 3D glasses on, and me and him are going to sit down and watch it and enjoy ourselves. So those are my pickups for today. I had a wonderful time with my daughter. Just an incredible day. I was glad she went to the mall with me, and definitely made my day. We got to just hang out and do stuff and walk around, and she got to go to her favorite place, which is Cole's bookstore. She loves books, especially she wants stuff on what am I trying to say? Yeah, herbology. That's what I'm trying to say. So there we go. Hopefully that'll be my screen chatting. But Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Jaws 3D, worth picking up. Doesn't even say, I would, if I was them, I would have promoted the hell out of the fact that the 3D edition is on here. But it's just like mentioned in the back, bonus feature, Jaws 3D. Why couldn't they have done that with Friday the 13th instead of giving us the other 3D? Yeah. Anyway, still hoping that happens down the road, because, there's a new Friday the 13th coming out, so more than likely they're going to put another Friday the 13th Blu-ray box set, because the other one's out of print, and I didn't get a chance to get it. So, hopefully I will. I just found out the Superman Anthology Blu-ray set. Just watching Logan's video. Is out of print. I didn't know that was out of print. It's at my Costco. Thanks for watching, guys. For me right now, it's time for tea. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Inshallah. Hey there, and thank you so much for staying for the after credits sequence. I've been watching a few videos, catching up recently, and I've seen some stuff from Logan Toxic, some from DVD, and just so many people that I have to catch up on right now. So I think my next video that I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to do that as soon as this one uploads, actually, because I'm going to get a couple done tonight, and that's going to be it's going to be my film noir collection that I got. So it's going to be a pretty epic video. Hope you guys check it out. And I got a few there, a couple that are actually out of print, and I didn't realize that until I watched Logan's video. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you back here really soon. Or I would like to say same bat time, same bat channel, but in a film noirish way. But for me right now,
Nolan's way.
What?
Nolan's way.
No, never Nolan's way. He's a great director, but he's a horrible interpreter of the Batman franchise. I swear. And yes, Nolan's a great director. Those films are... Do you think Nolan was scared of Christian Bale, and that's why I didn't tell him? He was frightened he was gonna flip out. It's maybe there was one point when he was the voice, it's not quite, this is what Batman would use. Yeah. Somebody was scared, Was there somebody on set that was saying, we should really talk. We should say something to Bale. No. And after the first movie, it's looks like they like that. Let's do it more. It's a shame. Christian Bale's such a good actor. He really is. He's a really good actor. But I don't know. Too many Marlboros during making Batman. That's all I can say, because everybody around him was really good. I mean, look at Heath Ledger. Uh, Not my favorite version of the Joker. I still love Jack Nicholson. That's my Joker. But no, Ledger just made a character that I think will honestly go down. Like when I talk, Mr. Smith was watching movies, stuff like that. Ledger's character is going to go down as one of those big characters in cinema, and that's a huge thing. You know what's not going to go down? That no, Batman. What was the last one called again? Dark Knight Rises. Bane the bitch. It is. Uh, I'm not even going to attempt the Bane impression. Thanks for watching, guys. From here right now, it really is time for tea. Nolan's way. Burton's way. Burton's way.